This one's called The Hammer.
The Hammer, yeah? Is that how we're going to start our episode? Just coming in, the hammer with my penis?
Look at it.
Okay, that is pretty hammer.
Yeah.
We're looking at knives. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 32 of Chubby Cat. Coming live, not from Chubby Cat Studios, but from my bedroom. Chubby Cat Studios is under construction.
This is very true.
So we're displaced. And I quickly realized how displaced we get from our norm.
So
Yeah,
displaced.
we had like a thing and life was good.
Life was
and
great.
then that thing changed marginally for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so
and
now
we're like scrambling.
I feel very displaced. We're all crammed in my room around one mic again.
Yeah, like back in the day.
Back in the day, episode 1. I'm sitting at my desk. Sterling is sprawled out on my bed like Fabio.
I'm draped.
He's a Lothario.
He is
over
literally drinking milk and dunking Oreos as we speak, like a high Persian who was being carried on a litter, about to go and take over Greece, and you know he gingerly puts out his hand for the Spartan to kiss his rings as he asks for earth and water.
Hookah and everything. When did I become Xerxes?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not totally against it, but I'm really not okay with it either.
Yeah. So I do apologize if the sound quality on this one's a little sparse for us, because we are spread out a little bit over the room.
We're doing what we can.
We're doing what we can. Jay and me are probably going to sound the best, and Sterling's probably going to sound... And there's a car, you know. Fuck it.
You're just going to hear me every once in a while chime in.
Yeah, Sterling's going to sound like he's down the fucking rabbit hole for some reason.
Down the hallway and a rabbit hole.
But yeah.
Possibly.
And then also if you hear some typing, it's just because I'm going to be working on the description as we record this podcast, so I can post it as soon as we're done, because it's the night before, you guys, and
Tom wants to go to bed.
I want to go to bed, and I'm freaking out because we don't have an episode to upload, and we're literally recording right now, and the charger is gonna die, and this is already the second time we've had to record this intro. It's not to a great start, and
In fact, but it's beautiful.
but it is beautiful.
Chubby Cat Raw.
Chubby Cat Raw. But real quick, you guys, I just want to start off the top of the episode by saying thank you to listeners for who's sharing and who's been talking about and listening and downloading our podcast. I'm kind of looking at our analytics right now. That's why I'm bringing this up. But we've been seeing a good increase in you guys out there. So I just want to say thank you and welcome to our new listeners. New episodes every Wednesday. But it's just why do we do this? So take 3, everyone. Fucking piece of shit.
All right, be quiet. Sterling's like, I can only be quiet for 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, I literally looked down and I was like, okay, I just need 3 seconds of silence so I can make this edit seem flawless.
He could not make it through.
So the audience doesn't know about our third fucking mistake I made. And he's just like,
I'm sorry.
you dishonor me. I don't know.
Amateur hour.
I know. I'm like gonna just be staring at the red light for the next 40 minutes. We literally made it. This is our 3rd time hitting that record button, and that wasn't loud or anything. This is the one.
On your bed. I'm laying on your bed.
I know.
We got the emojis.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be staring at this red light to make sure it doesn't go out anymore, because I'm kind of over restarting this again, because instead of uploading now and just putting in the intro music, I'm gonna have to edit, you guys.
I know.
I'm gonna have to do work, and it's already by the time we finish this, it's gonna be 10 o'clock, and I gotta go bed at 9, so I'm already fucked. Anyways, so what we were talking about, we were in a really good segment before I realized we weren't recording anymore. We were talking about Elon Musk and his new awesome idea of wanting to make an iRobot freeway. I mean, we only buy the top finest mics here.
Yeah, no, valid.
So, but yeah, discuss. I think it's pretty cool. I can't wait to have my own little Tesla, automated car that gets down on that.
I wanted one so bad. Just because if I could not be driving, then I could read while I was in the car, and that would be great.
That would be excellent.
That is the one thing I could think of. My trip to work and such would be... It's already pretty fast, but it would be real fast to my mind.
Yeah, I can't remember what podcast I was listening to, because, apparently I listen to podcasts, and they were talking about like, yeah, like, you know, give automated cars to people. You know, they're supposed to stay awake to keep an eye on everything and like stay focused. But of course, as soon as they get automated cars, they're sleeping on the freeway, they're reading, they're texting. Yeah, people are over driving. So I think, yeah, as soon as we can get automated cars that are like on tracks, like trolleys,
yeah,
I think we're set.
Here's the thing, though. Who realistically thought that you could give a man an automated car and assume he would pay as much attention as he would while driving?
Yeah, that is honest to God. That is a real...
No, man.
What? Like, who was like, look, you got it. It's going to drive for you, but you have to be like you're driving. You just,
I thought I put the mic
You
down.
just don't touch the gas.
Yeah.
Like...
Well, like, I think off of going off of like what Bernie says off the Rooster Teeth podcast. He has a Tesla. I think he talks about the automated thing, but you have to like touch the steering wheel like
every so often.
Every so often, just kind of like, hey,
still here.
Hey, he's still in control. So
yeah, it's just crazy to me though. Like,
Mercedes has had a sonar-based car for quite a long time. As in, you can set the speed and it will slow the car down, stop it, and then bring it back up to speed based on things that are nearby it for a few
traffic
years now.
and stuff. Yeah,
exactly. So, you know, they're well on their way.
Yeah,
you have to honestly expect that people aren't going to fall asleep.
Yeah, like that. That's going to be an nearly immediate abuse of that power.
Yeah, that is way too much temptation for us mere mortals.
That is, I mean, hell, like if I was given a tank controlled by like a PS2 controller, like they have now in the army, like I would be like, I've been prepared for this my entire life. I'm so ready. Hell, dude, I feel like if cars nowadays were instead of a steering wheel, if I was given a PlayStation or an Xbox controller, like to drive a car, I probably could be a stunt driver for the amount of like awesome driving I can do.
Right? Like all right, right trigger is gas.
Yeah.
Left trigger is
do
brake.
this.
Like, and then you've got like square for e-brake, and you're like, okay, game on.
Game on. I hit X, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh no! I'm ejected.
I, on the other hand, would do worse if that was the case. If it was an actual Xbox controller.
God, this is so true. Your dual analog skills are shockingly poor.
Pitiable.
They're better than they were, though.
They are better than they were, but still, it's like in Men in Black. Was that 2 or 3?
Which one? 2.
2.
Yeah,
when he gets K back, yeah.
It's a PS3 one. It's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
It's like a PlayStation.
What?
PlayStation, yo.
Did you never play with the Game Boy? Game who? Yeah, no.
I mean, although granted, if it wasn't like a Nintendo 64 or like GameCube controller that popped out of that car, I'd be like, well, I guess we're gonna die because I don't know.
You know, I think it would be a.
Here's the thing: I'd be fine with it, but they would never implement the Nintendo 64 controller.
Right? Nintendo wouldn't allow it.
Not even that. That controller was so fucked up.
It was.
I enjoyed that.
Okay, but you had literally a whole side that you had to move your hand to get to.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's
true.
It was a controller with 3 handholds.
It was a controller.
It was a bit of.
Can you imagine driving a car with the nunchucks though?
Oh, the nunchucks.
Like not even just like the one nunchuck, like where you turn it sideways. We actually had to have like.
Oh mother of God!
Both
The wheels are going to go different ways.
Oh God, your arms would get so ripped though.
Oh yeah,
They would.
Just having to hold them up like just tight grip on it. You drop it and you forget to put the wrist strap on.
Oh God.
Okay. I mean, I know this is all of our.
Nightmares.
This is all little boys' dreams and girls' dreams too, and anyone's dreams. If the military were to come up to you today and be like, up to the fat piece of shit that you are today, and was just like, hey, I know you're a fat piece of shit, but for some reason, when we sent out this public survey, you scored like a perfect score. We want to enter you into this special program, and you're like.
You have the highest aptitude.
Yeah, like we can't, okay? And you go, and it's literally, they give you like a suit, and that suit corresponds with like a mech suit.
Oh God, I'd be so.
Like,
I'd be in faster than you. I'd be naked and already getting ready to be in that suit. You don't have to, son. You don't have to be naked. I don't care. I'm ready.
I'd be like, hang on, you guys. You need to design the bigger cod piece because I will have a permanent erection in here.
Yeah.
actually, that's where the holster is.
That's on the yes.
That's how you reload the guns.
I'm ready.
Although that would be like the worst like weapon ever. Like everyone else, like you imagine showing up to the program and like everyone else is like, oh, I'm an Army Ranger. I'm like, oh, I'm an SAS. you know, and like all these like just super ripped dudes that are like combat trained, and they also have all these really cool like mech suits. And you show up and you're like, all right, at the high aptitude, but you get like the stumpy like tank suit that has the penis gun.
You know what? I'm okay with it.
I'd be like, do I have to have the penis gun?
What are you?
Yes, I want the penis.
Dick Mech Warrior first division. Right now I'm pretty much flying solo, but I'm hoping that we'll augment, you know, with further troops down the line.
Like the engineer is like, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. It was supposed to be this really cool like battle horn gun,
like,
but
over its shoulder.
But someone messed up the schematics.
Well, one of the techs thought it would be funny, and it actually got built that way. So it now has a Gatling gun for a penis.
If you really want to tell, I got drunk one night. I bet Bob after he wouldn't fucking do it, and you know what? That fucker did it. Asshole.
He went for it, and at that point, it was $70 billion down the drain. So we kind of had to commit.
Yeah. Real quick, speaking of $70 billion, so I was thinking about this the other day. I'm a college graduate. What? And with that comes student debt. What?
$70 billion worth?
No, God, no. Actually, I lucked out better than most.
You did.
I was thinking about this today because I've been listening to this podcast.
So many of your stories.
So many of my stories.
Did you catch that rapid eye movement right before he said it too? It was almost a dream fugue state for you, man. You just had such rapid eye blinking that I was like, oh damn.
I'm just ashamed of how many podcasts I listen to in a week. I probably could write a thesis paper and get a graduate degree on podcasting.
By that same extension, then I probably could on Japanese manga and light novels at this particular juncture.
Yeah, I mean, I've spent over 10,000 hours.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, so
Hundreds.
in one of the podcasts, they were talking about, like, the never being able to pay back our country's debt, right? I'm like, no, that makes sense. Like, the country is never going to pay. It's like, no, that's so big. Like, we're just going to keep taking money. Like, there's no way we can ever pay you back. Like, you know, like, I feel like countries just, like, give us money and they're like, you're going to pay us back, right? And we're like, yeah, we'll get you. But it's never going to come back. It's just so big. It's like a number, like, just so big. Like, even if you made, like, the minimum payment, you know, we're going to be paying that until end of time, right? And so then I was like, well, where the fuck's the accountability, right? Like, because if like, Joe Smo or me, like, we're like, you know, I don't want to pay this credit card bill. My ass is grass.
My ass is grass.
Like, no one's going to give me money. No one's.
They'll give you money.
No, but I'm saying, like, but I'll get
click that in your ass later.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like,
eventually you can declare bankruptcy. But yeah,
there's a moment where like shit hits the fan and I'm accountable. But like, when does the shit happen for our country? Like, not to get like super political, but like thinking about that, I'm like America's just like a college graduate who just got a bunch of loans, and then it's just like, I don't know what to do. So they've just been taking more money from mom and dad, England, and
not really England,
and not really England, but China, and I'm just saying, like, mom and dad. Like, I said England because he's our parents. Yeah. England's our parent. You know, and they're just like, oh, we'll pay you back. That's never gonna happen, right? Where's their accountability?
The way things are going, and our current method of like spending and borrowing. Probably not, but I'm sure eventually it will. I mean, if you look backwards, we've gone many times into massive debt, and eventually we do hit a surplus. Wasn't our last surplus during the Clinton years, which wasn't that long ago? Yeah. You know, so you look at this and you say, "Oh my God, it's been so long," but they're also not, you know, being like, "All right, here's a 5-year loan for like $2 trillion." Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're looking at the long game and saying like.
I'm just saying right now, if like President Trump was to come hit me up and be like, "Hey man, can I borrow like a G?" I'd be like, "Nah." Partly because I'm pretty sure he's got a G, but like as a second, like I got like a G5,
G5. G5.
But at the same time, I'm like, nah, I never see that money back.
Well, see, another thing is, countries also forgive that debt in exchange for going into debt with us.
Yeah,
and
or so, goods and services.
And and for like trade agreements and things, so debt gets, you know, completely like washed off the books.
Yeah.
Quite periodically. It's like how Greece is technically the entire country of Greece is bankrupt.
Yeah, yeah.
And banks in Germany and all across the world continuously are bailing them out. So literally, the money increase, which I have
What are you doing?
no idea what it is.
Just adjusting my wallet.
Oh.
Got twisted.
Okay.
I thought he was playing with himself.
Yeah.
My dick is not on my this side of my
He's just swing it over, man. He's just swinging it over.
I'm just saying, we're very close. The mic's picking up everything. I'm just hearing. Yeah. No.
But yeah, so like, I don't know if it's still the denarii or what it is, but it's practically worthless. Wow. Like the one country in the world that you can't have like go too far into debt or go bankrupt is Germany. Actually, they call it the engine of Europe.
Destruction.
Yeah.
Well, there's that too.
Well, because they probably learned their lesson.
Well, see, so many countries rely on Germany's like their systems, their trade, and
Yeah, because they're very
just about
central.
everything.
Yeah,
They're
you
incredibly
look
central.
at where they're located. Yeah.
Yeah. So if bad things happen in Germany, which seem to keep happening,
Not all the time, Germany.
then,
That is fair.
Then bad things
That is
happen to
fair.
the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And that's just the thing.
And that's the same way that if all of a sudden, like, everyone decided to try to cash in on the United States and, like, we went under, things would go wrong pretty quickly.
Yeah.
To lose, like, not even saying, like, losing our influence, like, we're amazing, but just to have a whole country like us all of a sudden just, like, be off the radar.
Yeah.
Like, the ripple effect would be pretty massively
disastrous.
outwards.
To be honest, the UN would collapse because we supply most of their military, a lot of their budget, and most of their like facilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much people like dunk on the United States, and as much as we often deserve to be dunked on,
Yeah.
it would be pretty disastrous. In the same way that it'd be pretty horrifying if like all of a sudden, I don't know, like Germany or Japan or one of the major powers was just like, oh, we're gone now.
Yep, we're done.
Sorry, this is actually just a wasteland to anarchy. Like,
Yeah, that should be pretty weird.
yeah, it would be interesting.
So that took a weird turn. You guys got anything you want to talk about this week before our recorder dies for our fourth time?
Wow. And the sad thing is there were things last time we recorded I was like, oh, I should remind myself of that because that was funny.
Yeah?
I don't remember. I didn't write them
I mean,
down
I guess
for
comedy's subjective. Why'd you think they were so funny?
Is that the route we're gonna go?
Yeah, damn. Are we going all perspective based? I feel like I'm back at work.
All perspective based? No, I
We
don't
talked
need
so
to go
much about
perspective.
Tell me why it's funny.
Why?
It was something you said too. It was just kind of.
I mean, if I said it, then it was probably funny. It's probably funny.
Wow.
Just gonna go there. Tom had his first ramen.
I did
That's
have my
true.
first ramen today.
Ah.
It was quite delicious. It was a simple ramen. It was pork belly.
Yeah, it was a ramen with chasu.
Chasu. And it was very good. Very simple. Very good broth. I couldn't finish it all. It got a little salty at the end. Like, just, it was a lot.
Their noodles don't pick up as much of the saltiness as.
Yeah. But overall enjoyable. I think I do want to try some though with like I've seen the ones with like the hard boiled egg or a soft egg, and a little bit more vegetables. I think some a little bit more.
The dirigibles.
I think I could do a little bit more of those veggies. That's what I was looking for. I was like, oh, like a good carrot right now, or like a good like what's the word I'm looking for? Like some kind of root, like
Bok choy?
Yeah,
I mean,
like a bok choy would be good.
Yeah. I actually really like it when they put nigiri in it. When they actually add the seaweed. I think that's nigiri.
Sure.
Yeah, well, I could be wrong. But yeah, I love it when they have a little bit of seaweed chopped in there. It just, I don't know, it just adds so much. It gets
I could fuck with that.
slimy, but for some reason it's like crunchy and chewy at the same time. I don't know. It's
I would have to try it.
It's great.
Because off that description, doesn't sound like
It does not sound great, but
does
it
not.
is wonderful.
But after, I would still try it. I'd still fuck with it.
Yeah.
Bro, what happened? You said this bike was $3,500.
How much was it?
$9,500.
Oh, he changed the price then.
Yeah, I'm like, you were only 6,000 off.
Yeah.
That's 6
There was a bike today posted for sale. I swear it said $3,200. I was like, this is like a steal. So I tagged my boy Jay, who's a bike rider. Be like, hey, is this a good deal, bro? And
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm gonna check it out because if that is true and there's something wrong with it, you should get that.
Yeah.
Even just for resale.
yeah,
if you
because I
don't want it.
I don't even have a bike license. I can't even ride a bike. It's against the law for me.
Should we clear up that we're talking about motorcycles? Just
Yeah,
in
I thought
just
that.
in case someone does, because you just said bike. And
Yeah.
you said bike a lot.
Bike.
And I understand you've changed the pattern of your voice to match what bike means, but it just to clear things
I went
up.
boom boom.
I think it's also implied that we're not buying an almost $10,000 bicycle.
They have them, man.
This is true. I've been looking at those.
They have them. I'm just saying.
But yeah, like it looked like a pretty good deal. But yeah, I guess it's 9, whatever.
Which is still not the worst, but
It's not bad for a
But it's
2016, but it's not like
3,200.
they're not giving it away.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
like
also probably
the
get something from a dealership for.
it's like the TV all over again, where like there was this cool curved TV, and I was like, oh man, it's only $9,900. No, what I think it was. Basically, there was a big TV for, I thought, cheaper than, and then there was like a smaller TV that was also curved, but it was like 3,600 or like something. It was expensive, and I was like, oh, but the one outside's like cheaper.
Yeah, it was like a 60-inch curved like Samsung, and Tom was like, "That's only like $999. Like that's a steal."
No,
Like,
I know I was in the thousands. I said thousands.
maybe it was,
I'm pretty sure I said thousands.
I don't remember.
Regardless,
You don't sound so sure now.
regardless, I was wrong.
But he
and
like
it was-
missed a zero.
I missed a zero,
and it was
and it was
an
astronomical
astronomically
amount
expensive.
more money, and I was like, oh.
Because he was like, "Dude, you can get like a 30-inch, or you can get this like 65-inch."
Yeah, I was like, get the bigger TV
Like,
for
how would you-
cheaper. Like, why would you
"How
get
would you
the
not
smaller?
get that?" And I looked at it, and I looked at Tom. And
We
I
were
looked at
literally,
it.
we literally were like, I was trying to figure out, I was like, maybe like the smaller one somehow has like higher resolution. Like,
Yeah, I was like,
maybe
I don't
it's
know.
newer.
And then like,
like,
I actually like decided to like double check his price check on it. And I'm like, Tom, you're way off.
yeah, I was a little off.
It was
in my
good. It was good.
estimates.
Good times.
Yeah, good times. Oh, good times, good times.
So let's have a good subject. Sorry, I'm running kind of dry.
Oh man, getting meta here right now. Trying to see if we have good subjects. Am I gonna edit this out? No,
wouldn't think
no,
so.
I'm not.
I'm not gonna do that extra.
All I talk about lately to you guys is work because it's such a new
Stuff.
thing for me.
Going on in the world.
Oh god,
You're
I feel like this is gonna get
world.
so dark.
I also love the more you use a computer, like you just get better at typing. Like not looking at the keyboard, if that makes sense.
That is true.
Yeah,
Because I used to never be like,
just like Sterling and his dual analog.
Yeah.
yeah.
It comes together eventually.
What do we got going on today in the world? This
Syrian children dying.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay. Well,
Apparently, Trump fired the head of the FBI.
yeah.
Yeah, heard about
How
that.
political are we gonna get in this podcast right now?
I'm gonna stop right there. That's all. I'm just
The week in 29 photos. Let's do that.
All right.
Let's
right.
see.
Here's my question, you guys. When am I going to get Lin-Manuel Miranda on this podcast? 'Cause
Because he apparently is a podcast whore.
he is all over these podcasts that I listen to. And I'm like, he's a really cool guy. I would love to have him on our podcast.
Yeah, Lynn. What's up, man? Hit us up. Actually, I don't know if we would hit like his like dynamic though.
I
Like
don't know.
I feel like what he would come on. I mean, I guess we're all theater kids,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he is on every podcast I listen to. They're
Yeah.
like, or like podcasts I don't listen to, but then they're like, listen to our podcast. We have guests like Lin-Manuel.
Do you not know his name?
I just fucking spit on his name. Lin-Manuel Miranda. Like,
Lin-Manuel.
I just I was like getting all hyped up, and I said his like Lynn, and I was like, his last name.
I don't blame you for not coming on our podcast.
Yeah, that's especially if you listen to early episodes.
Lynn, I'm gonna propose this to you. We are gonna learn a Hamilton rap for you. I mean, I guess not for you. We'll learn one of your songs. We'll make a video, and this is gonna be our pitch to you. We're gonna get you on our Chubby Cat podcast.
We're calling it episode 70.
Episode 70.
It gives you plenty of time.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We're not gonna throw away our shot.
No.
See what I did there? Oh, another thing we have to do to call out another podcast.
Call out.
Not call out, but like
Okay.
another thing.
Acknowledge.
No, call out.
All right.
I stick by my phrase.
All right.
My brother and me. They posted this a while ago, but for the year 2017, they have started an institute of fushigi art. And
They did.
No. Oh, yeah,
and
that's right.
so they're like, yeah, you can do some fushigi videos and send them to us, and if we appreciate them, we'll send you money.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not a lot of money, but they'll send
Yes.
you like $20
Some
or
money.
something.
Yeah, they literally give you
And I
like,
think-
a scholarship for Fushigi.
Yeah, and I think I mean, I think I kind of want to make a fushigi video. Did you guys see Freddie Wong's fushigi video he made?
No. Do you still have yours, Sterling?
What?
Your
Do you
fushigi?
have a fushigi ball?
You got one for Christmas like 5 years ago.
I did.
Do you still have it?
I do.
I remember when you unveiled it. I was
Oh
like,
my
"Holy
God.
shit!"
If you do,
It was a great.
If
thing.
you do right now, I have like the best idea for a fushigi.
He had a
video.
fushigi. We watched it. We popped in the DVD and we watched them doing it. And then Sterling was like, "I can't do this."
yeah,
No.
because this is not.
Because I mean, even Freddie Wong, like his video was like very like fushigi, and it was like
Yeah.
overdone special effects from like retro '80s, you know.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, we can make this happen.
I feel like if we did something like that, but like one fushigi ball, 3 guys, and we all are just like fushigi, like
Oh yeah.
and like just
Cooperative fushigi.
fushigi. I think we could win some of this money.
Oh yeah. We got.
Oh, we have to do this now.
That's actually a
Means
pretty
I have to
awesome
TM,
idea.
TM, TM, TM,
Find a
TM.
fushigi, but
How much are fushigi balls?
no, I mean I have.
For some reason, I'm not
I
saying.
have 3 or
I'm not
4
saying
of
balls.
them,
I keep saying balls. Like
Balls?
I'm fushigi balls.
Fushigi balls.
How much are fushigi balls?
You get like weirdly Scandinavian
I
with it.
do.
Yeah, it's a little odd.
Which is odd because fushigi is not Scandinavian.
Fushigi.
I think it's got an H in it. Yeah. He had fushigi. Fushigi ball.
Fushigi balls. YouTube. Let's go on Amazon right now.
We're gonna check this thing
I like
out.
how it's
How do
under
you spell
kitchen
it
and
again?
dining.
Just like it sounds. FUSHIGI.
Shit, it is $50 for one fushigi.
All right.
It's only got 3 stars.
Yeah.
They're 27 on Wish, so guess that's
Real
it.
quick, when we make this video, we're dressing like this dude.
No! Oh my lord!
Oh, he's got this. It's called the long rocker wig, and
They look like
It looks
people
like a
from
hair
Poison.
metal band.
Yeah, they're from Poison or
oh
Motley
my
Crue.
God. But the actor that was doing it looked just spot on.
Okay, so that's our video. We're all dressing up like members from Motley Crue, and we're doing the 3-man fushigi ball.
TM.
TM, TM, TM. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm like the most excited right now.
You're on like that new fushigi.
I am on the fushigi high.
Now, do we only want one, or should I go more?
You only need one.
All right.
Because that's the video.
That's the video.
All right.
1 ball, 3 guys.
One ball, 3 guys.
Yes, wow.
But that means like most of our tricks can be or just kind of shitty, but we have to learn at least one trick that's like fucking mind blowing.
to end it with like
like transferring from my hand to Jay's hand to Sterling's hand and like back.
And back.
So but the way we have to do that is the ball stays like we basically walk and the ball stays center while we move around. Like it's gonna be very hard. It's gonna be very hard, but for fushigi, we must learn it.
I like how you bow every time you say fushigi.
That's my first time I bowed. It's the first time I bowed.
I saw you do it twice.
Oh, fucking fushigi.
Fuck.
power of the balls.
The power of the balls. Yes! This is my character. Hello and welcome to Fushigi Balls. My name is... My name is...
Some shady? What are you doing?
My name is Fushigi. My name is Fushigi.
Trying to type in my password to order this damn thing, and it's making it really difficult because I'm laughing so hard.
I thought you could type it in. Fushigi.
The balls.
The balls. Okay, either we dress up like Motley Crue, or we dress up like Jawas.
Where did that one come from?
Fushigi!
Okay, all right. I can see where you're going with that.
All right.
I dig it. How much would an adult male Jawa costume run us? Let's check
Internet.
Amazon.
Real quick, I just want to say this podcast is greatly increased by the access to the internet.
It really
Yes.
is.
So all those times I was like, oh man, only if we had like the internet. I just typed in the internet.
I mean, we have our phones with us.
Yeah,
like,
right.
while you record.
Adult job.
But this one we're going to the internet.
WA?
Yeah, just one A. There you go.
All right. It's on its way.
Fushigi.
Fushigi. All right. So in like 6 months we're gonna get to you. There's a deluxe one for $60.
That's not a lot, dude. Like that.
Not
like,
a lot. That's a reasonable tax write-off.
oh my god. Fushigi boner activate.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
It just got so quiet in here because we're all super stoked about this fushigi.
Man.
Okay, I love that there's for the adult Jawa costume. There's standard and extra large. Star Wars knows their demographic.
They really do.
They do. They do. It's not like
do.
they're not like fucking around.
Standard Jawas or like the fat Jawas.
All right, yeah. So it literally might get here next month, but we will have it.
I mean, yeah, the video's gonna come out. We have until end of year. We might not get money, but we will get recognition from the McElroys.
And I'm okay with that.
Also, real quick,
really okay with that.
so I'm editing our first episode of TC&J. What? Coming out later, probably the beginning of next month. One of the mini projects we're working on. But
So Tom edits all of them.
Yeah. The reason a lot of things take a lot of time is because I don't get to play video games anymore. Because basically we make projects and then Jason and Sterling force me down to sit down in my chair and edit.
Hey.
Whoa, we're not twisting your arm about shit.
It's true. It's true.
You're
It's
just
more.
the only one who has the
It's more because
capability.
my work ethic. All right. Okay.
I have to go to the bathroom.
All right. I mean, that's not a thing that we've ever done
Never
before.
had this happen before. Yeah.
Okay. All right, go. Go.
Was it the ramen?
Yeah.
Go. I mean, go now. I mean,
Power of the ramen.
sure. Just leave me.
Me and
Leave us.
here ripping.
Ripping. Oh man, we're not really that good of friends. I don't know what to talk about now that he's gone.
Oh, really?
No.
That's really
No.
unfortunate, but okay.
No. No, it's just
I know.
not at all. What are we gonna talk about now? Because the thing I was gonna talk about involved Jason. Now he left.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh shit. What
It
do you?
does change
So
the dynamic.
you got the fushigi.
Got the fushigi. It is on the way.
I guess we can talk about our new project that we're gonna be working on at
Yeah.
some time this year.
Like tentatively this
Yeah,
year.
sometime hopefully soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna be working on a project called I think we decided on Double Tap, right?
Double tap.
Double Tap. It's
Does sound beer related.
it does.
Homebrewed. But
Homebrewed. I mean, apparently that's our market. I don't know. But basically, we're going to be watching zombie movies and then review them.
we're gonna review, talk about.
Talk about how they survived, how we would survive, and in that certain like zombie situation.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're going to be like short little 30-minute episodes for you to enjoy. And
Maybe check out some zombie movies you
Yeah,
haven't seen yourself.
yeah, we'll be watching a lot of things. I know our first episode we talked about, we're going to be watching the original Night of the Living Dead?
Night of the Living
Night
Dead.
of the Living Dead, the first one.
Because there are at least 5 to 6 versions.
Yeah,
of
there's
Night
a
of the
lot.
Living Dead that I know of / own, and so yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I know Sterling has a good appreciation for zombies. I've always had a good appreciation for zombies. And one of our pastimes we do when we're just together is we like to watch horrible zombie movies.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Jason as well, but I feel like me and Sterling go on another level sometimes.
Yeah.
And so we're like, yeah, we could fucking talk about this on mic.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, look out for that. That's pretty exciting. I know. Sorry, I'm not very engaging, you guys. I'm like I said, I'm pre-editing the podcast as we were recording the podcast, so I can just upload it and go to bed because I'm gonna be sleepy at the end of this.
Can we talk about this new fad of the spinner thing?
Like the fidget spinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to bring it up.
Yeah, no, I mean,
It might
brilliant.
be topical just because we found them in 7-Eleven.
We did find a lot of them.
in abundance, but like I remember fads when I was a kid. They were usually fun and toy related, and I guess I can relate this to like a yo-yo. But even still, like I see kids with them everywhere.
Dude, like I was saying, like I work at a college here in San Diego, and we were filming, and like I had a group of 6 kids just the entire game, and it's just like annoying as
Just
f.
would not stop.
Would not stop. I don't get it. Like you got me a fidget cube, which I enjoyed. Like I kept it by my bedside mostly. I would play with it, kind of like quiet my mind before I went to bed. You know, because I tend to like just lay in bed for a while thinking about stuff. So I was like, oh, like turn off electronics, play with my fidget cube, fall asleep. But then I gave that to someone, so I don't have anything to fidget with except my things. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know what that means.
That was dirty.
That was dirty.
Dirty Betty.
Sorry, gotta make sure we earn that explicit tag every episode.
Yeah, it's true. It's valid.
We earned it. We were gonna keep it.
That way, the people looking on YouTube looking for that That awful stuff.
That awful
Find
stuff,
us.
you guys.
Find us.
That's plenty enough on the internet. You don't have to go to YouTube to find out, you nasty.
Realistically, yeah.
But, yeah, like... But, like, I just don't get the spinner ones. Like, I don't get, like...
Yeah, I don't.
The balancing and spinning. Like, at all. Is that all you want to talk about? You just want to talk about this fad?
I just want to talk about it.
You just want to talk about it?
And related to other fads, like, the closest thing I could think of, like, hacky sack got really big. And
I loved the sack when I was a kid. The sack was my favorite thing to play with.
I mean, yeah.
Bring that out and sack around for an hour.
Just sack it.
Play 21. Did you ever jester? Did you ever learn how to jester?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Our biggest thing was staying around in groups pre, like, school, and this is, like, middle school. I'm talking probably 7th grade. And we used to stand around in big circles and just try to keep it going.
Yeah. No, that was a good way. You know who got me into hacky sack?
Who?
I mentioned him a couple of times. Brian.
Really?
Was
it Brian?
Brian got me into hacky sacking in middle school. And we would hacky sack in the shadows because remember he was a vampire.
Yeah,
so
of course, Brian.
we had to make sure he didn't burn. He was actually just a ginger. And he would get sunburned.
Just a sunburn.
Yeah, he got me into it, and we would hacky a lot. And then I brought it over to me when I played. We would play during theater. I remember that.
Yeah.
And like before shows and stuff. Until we got yelled at because we were playing hacky sack in our costumes.
Yeah.
Probably not the smartest thing in the world, you know.
Definitely had a couple hacky sacks taken from me by teachers. And
really?
Yeah. Because it was always up to... Someone would bring it. And it was a random, like, number of us. And so someone would bring it. And eventually a teacher would catch them with it. And then eventually it got so bad, I finally brought, like... a brand new one with me. Like,
yeah.
I had an older one that I brought, but it was a little too tight, and I finally found one that came.
Yeah, it's just a good, like,
awesome.
Got enough beans knocked out, or, you know, just beat enough.
Yeah, the vice principal walked right up just as soon as we started, and everyone was really excited about it, and plucked it from us and just walked away.
What the fuck? And it's not like you're breaking anything. Like, it's better.
Totally...
It's better to sack than do drugs.
Exactly. So what, Dare?
Yeah, dude. If Dare handed out hacky sacks, that program would probably still be around.
Oh yeah.
Is that program
still around? I see them outside of the Best Buy in Santiago. Trying to get people to donate.
Yeah, I don't want to
via credit card.
Via
no. They want you to hop on the square and sign up to like sponsor Kids for Dare, like for several months of the year.
You know what?
It makes me just really.
You know what
suspicious.
I do? Just I roam the streets in my McGruff costume, and whenever I see kids doing drugs. I just get out and I bite them with my taser.
There you go.
And I'm taking bites out of crime.
With like 10,000 joule of electricity.
Yeah. Oh, real quick. I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about a way to deal with snake bites. And they were saying that one time their dog got bit, and her dad had read that shocking it with a taser would reverse the venom. So they like... went to a generator because they lived out in the boons of nowhere, so like the dog would die before they could get it, and he like stripped some wires and like basically like shocked the dog at the spot of the bite a few times, and the venom reversed.
Really?
Yeah, and they were saying like that like soldiers will have tasers in their pack for just an occasion and stuff like that. I was like, have you heard anything about that? Like,
I have never once heard anything.
It was an older episode of podcast, maybe 2015, so a year and a half or so old.
Still recent enough.
Yeah, but like I was like, I've never heard of someone getting tased in a snake bite in order to save them life. Because like she was like, yeah, like, you know, like soldiers carry them. We had some just because we literally lived like an hour and a half away from the nearest hospital, so we didn't have anti-venom, you know.
Well, I mean, in sort of principle, it makes sense. So you're using a taser to cause muscle contractions. And it spreads pretty far. Like the electricity has an effect on a whole lot of areas. So I guess it can cause your body to retract and I guess push the venom out.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out like.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that it might not work. I mean, it sounds like a really painful way to like treat a snake bite.
Like, it doesn't sound like great, but I mean, if you're in a pinch, why not, right?
Yeah, true. I mean, I guess I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, like, if someone came to me... I wasn't sure if it was one of those things of, like, the jellyfish story, like, you know, pee on a jellyfish wound, to relieve the sting. Like, I don't know if it was one of those stories where it's like not really true.
Yeah, it's
but just weirdos wanted to pee on people.
Yeah,
so they did it.
Entirely possible.
Peeing on people.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
It's a good day. Thank you.
Yeah. No, actually, you might have heard it. Have you listened to all of Bunker Buddies yet?
No. Yeah. You forget, I don't listen to like 40 hours of podcast a day.
It is like another job for you, sir.
I listen to one episode of Bunker Buddies like a week.
Okay. Yeah, I listen to like 8 hours a day or 2 hours a day, and I'll switch over to something else.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, well, never mind then.
I wish I could help you there.
No, you're good.
It's a good show. I just don't have that kind of time.
I mean, yeah, because your job requires you to listen to things.
Yeah.
My job just requires me to like look and take pictures.
Yeah, I have headphones on all day, but I'm listening to other stuff.
Yeah.
That really is my job, is to
listen to things. Yeah, where my job is to look at things. Yeah. So I stimulate my mind and ears with others.
Yeah, I listen to it on the way to work, on the way back, and for 30 minutes on my breaks.
Yeah.
On my lunch, I eat and read. So I get that other media.
Nice. Anything you want to talk about? Do you think of anything while you're taking on the shit?
No.
You guys are the worst.
Hey, I came up with 2 things.
You did. We had a good conversation.
Yeah.
I guess this is the end of Chubby Cat,
I came
you
up
guys.
with 2 things too.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Didn't have anything else that came up.
We're going out of business.
Literally the last 2 podcasts, I cleared out. I had 8 topics to talk about.
Going out of business.
You brought one topic last time, and it was the furry convention with the dog.
I thought that was a great subject, and you guys
I'm sure it attracted a lot of people on YouTube.
You guys just shut it down so hard. You're like, I don't want to talk about furries.
I just don't want to alienate them when they did nothing wrong.
I wasn't trying to alienate them. I was just trying to have a good discussion about some furries.
Wow. That voice might be one of my favorites.
Can we all just go to a furry convention?
Yeah.
That's how I wanted the conversation to end.
Oh.
I wanted all of us to go yiffing together.
Why did you suggest that? I mean, I don't necessarily know if I want to participate in a yiffing, experience.
But I just want us to dress up and go.
I mean, why not?
What would your furry animal be?
Puma.
A puma. That's a good choice, actually. I'll be honest.
I dig cats.
It's true.
But I don't want. I'm not like. I don't want to be like, oh, he's just a house cat. No. I want to be the puma because they're small, like a house cat, but wild, like the wild beasts of the jungle.
I'm so uncomfortable.
It's getting
right
weird
now.
and
real deep.
Like very Latino.
Yeah, this is. I mean, kind of uncharacteristic.
It's the half Mexican side of you.
It is the half Mexican in me.
Came out when you pictured the jungle cat.
It's the El Diablo side.
Yeah.
What about you, Sterling?
I don't know. This was kind of tough because there's so much bear association with me, but I feel like I want to go fox. I don't know.
Because you want to have sex with a rabbit? Because you're into Zootopia?
I mean,
dude,
but I am into Zootopia.
He is so into Zootopia.
Yes, and I ship Nick and Judy hard. I do. I've fallen into that fandom hell of shipping 2 characters.
Yeah.
So hard. But anyway, no, I find foxes, for one, cute and they're just enjoyable. They're
sexually?
Playful. No.
Sexually?
No. I mean, speaking mythologically and stuff in foxes' roles, they're like tricksters, but they're funny and they're
I'm putting furries in our tag.
All right, you might as well. We're talking about it. But yeah, I would I don't know, something about it. They're sleek. I like red.
And what about you, Jay? What would your furry be?
I'd be a basset hound. They are my spirit animal.
Yeah, you would use those ears to do weird things.
Yeah, and you have so many wrinkles you could just hide pockets everywhere.
Or people could just lick you everywhere.
Somebody be like, got any drugs? I'm like, hang on. And I just go around rooting my neck for a little while and then pull out a little baggie. Be like, here you go.
What would your pickup line be?
I want to eat you like Tom's Pizza.
Out of context, that sounds really dirty.
It does.
Yeah, my dog, we went order pizzas and we had 1 slice each and we're like, man, we're kind of thirsty. We don't have anything really to drink here. Let's run up the street to 7-Eleven. We drove to 7-Eleven. We were gone 5 minutes. And we came back and my pizza was fine. Tom's pizza, which was right next to mine on the desk, had been pulled down and completely devoured. My dog ate an entire large pizza, minus one slice, from Pizza Hut in seconds. And that's pretty standard. He is a vacuum.
And he doesn't get sick.
He does not get sick.
Or die.
Yeah, he's eating stuff that would kill a mortal dog, but not him. I think he's a lich. Like, he's a dog lich.
He lives forever. He is Pet Cemetery Dog. We had a really cool thing about it, but, whatever. But you guys, let's end this hellish episode, please.
Please.
Because now I got to go edit this and upload it, and it's 9:30, so I have a half an hour before I have to go to bed. Whoa! But thank you guys for listening to episode 32 of Chubby Cat. If you like what you hear, please like and review us on iTunes. Our goal this month is to get at least 10 likes and reviews up on iTunes. We are growing an awesome audience on our Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, which is @ChubbyCatCrew, if you want to check us out there. But we need to somehow figure out how to convert those likes and that community over to iTunes. So if you could just stop by, if you're listening to this on the podcast app, maybe just stop by and just say, hey, this was cool. 3 stars. Or, hey, I think that Tom sounds real sexy, and I would like to take him out for a surf and turf dinner. 5 stars. Just some examples.
Dinner. Is that your dream?
No, God, no. It is. No, I think if a girl ever took me out to IHOP and was like, I'm gonna buy you some pancakes and some coffee, and then we're gonna go play Mario Kart on the Switch for an hour and a half, and then watch Forrest Gump. That is my perfect first date. I don't know.
So much head movement right now.
So much head movement. But anyway, before the recorder dies for a 5th time, if you want to send in suggestions for anything, or just say, hey, what's up, or have your thing read online, email us at chubbycatpodcast@gmail.com. That's pretty much it. Make sure to check out Homebrewed Heroes, which comes out every other Thursday. So our next episode comes out tomorrow, if you're listening to this on Wednesday, the day it came out.
And hopefully next month, TC&J, Q&A with TC&J.
Yeah, Q&A with TC&J. Check that out. It'll be on our YouTube and also up on iTunes. So, what? And then also, probably a couple months after that, Double Tap, which is our thing with me and Sterling about zombies. Lots of fun things coming to you hot and out of the fire here at Chubby Cat. We're just kind of passionate about it, and we're just throwing a bunch of darts at the board and trying to rake everyone in with everything we love.
Watch Tom's eye twitch as we keep adding new projects to the queue.
Oh yeah, if they look behind me, they'll see a production calendar with things that I have to do. I basically come home and work for another 4 hours every night, and then watch an episode of Star Trek while I hold my penis in my hand and gently weep while listening to the Beatles. I don't know.
Staggering.
So
right.
That's a look into my life, ladies.
You just pulled the kimono right back?
All the way back. But yeah.
You took off the kimono.
I took off the kimono and started crying. I have
He used it to wipe away his tears.
I'm Silence of the Lambing, my dick between my legs, and I'm do you love me? I love me. Would you do me? I do me. I don't know. Fuck that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. And until next week, hopefully we'll be back in Chubby Cat Studios.
I have no idea.
Maybe.
Fuck yeah. So maybe be another one of these, or maybe another 2 of these. So that'd be exciting. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for listening. And until next time, rub-a-doob-chief.
Rub it.
Oh, that's weird.
That was weird. Going out and rub it. I don't like that one.